Hi guys, and welcome back to Gettysburg. As you guys know, in my last upload, I actually asked you guys to provide some feedback on how you wanted me to run this particular battle. And so far, I only got one or two responses. That's quite alright, and I'm going to go ahead and go with one of my favorites. The guy actually showed the exact way he wanted it set up, which is going to be left, center, left, once again. It's going to be a little hard to do because we don't control this Evergreen Cemetery area, but I'm going to try really hard to take it. So first of all, we'll go ahead and bring these guys to bear. We'll leave Candy where he is, and we'll try to bring McDougal over here this way. The cannons are going to be in our way a bit, which kind of worries me, so we'll bring Cutler here to replace McDougal. And at the very least, we hold Culp's Hill, so that's definitely a good starting point. We want to start moving this line perhaps more to the left to basically launch an attack on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and have Hall go here, Kuzhnowski here. Cushing will kind of stay in place, fire off his cannons, and we'll have Willard come up this way and try to form that sort of L-shaped pattern. Like, it looks more like two L's stuck together, but I want to see if we can do it. So far, I think we're in big trouble in this battle, but I want to see how it goes, and I want to see if we can actually hold out and maybe even win. So let's move Coster up. Lockwood is tired, unfortunately. Ruger, he can also move up. He's not doing us much good back there. Let's take a look down here. Okay, Willard is also going up for the fight, and that's a good thing. I want to just make sure that I don't lose this area, and let's see if make sure Cushing has some canister shot on. No, Kelly, this is the wrong time. In fact, I want to move Brown up and provide some artillery fire from here as well. So let's hope that he does fire into Boozy. And I want to take a look down here to see if I have any sort of... Yeah, well, we've got a general. He can provide us some morale boost. And look at that. Hall's putting up a pretty good fight. So we are trying to get that left, right, left setup. We can do Candy, put him here. Or at the top, we'll sort of have a strong line. And I'll try to do the same with McDougal. But these cannons are really a pain at the moment. Let's go ahead and move Paul up here. Lockwood, come on. He's not ready to fight. In fact, Coster, despite having far less troops, is much more ready to fight than Lockwood. And I probably shouldn't have moved Paul up that much, but mistakes are made, obviously. Let's see if Iron Brigade is fit to fight. 777 men. The Black Hats are not doing well right now. Okay, so as you can see, the Confederates are trying to move up on us, especially Robertson's brigade. And we're fighting over this farm territory here. We're hitting them with a lot of artillery and a lot of fire. But I'm not sure how effective it is. And I want to go ahead and take Harrow here and help him... ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Help him create this sort of formation that the user was talking about by bringing them up here. Let's make sure Lockwood... You're going to have to go into battle, friend. I don't care how ready you guys are to fight. It's not good that McDougal is not ready to fight right now. He's quite damaged in terms of morale. This minute's just taking a beating. So we also want to probably go ahead and take Coster or Lockwood. In fact, we'll take the Black Hats and move them up here to support Von Gilsay in the north. I didn't follow through with the plan to have more troops in the north for a stronger defensive line, so I want to see if I can reform it quickly. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, there we go. Stannard. Smith, you need to move up. Everybody needs to fight right now. I mean everybody. And at least Willard here seems to be keeping Gordon back. These cannon units are doing a tremendous amount of damage to the enemy. I have no idea what Kuzhnowski's doing. He's in such a weird formation. But there we go. At least he's firing. He's kind of set up like a skirmish brigade, which is awesome. Which is odd, I would say. Alright, look at those Confederates coming up. These guys are putting up a hell of a fight. I think so far this is probably my toughest fight that I've had on Gettysburg. And I'm not even sure if I can win. So, we may not even be able to draw here, but we're doing our best. I really want to make a push there on that Brown's farm. But to do that, we may lose a lot of men, and we may not be able to take it anyway. So, I think what I'm going to do is reinforce here with the general. Oh, alright, we already have this general right here. Who is he? John F. Reynolds. Okay, so we did make the Confederates run here. Zeus is moving up. So is Cross. That's awesome. We'll move Hall up as well. And Kuzhnowski and his crazy brigade here. That's got to be a game glitch. We'll also try to get these cannons up here. And as you can see, we are forming that line that the user talked about now. We have a left, sort of a straight line here. Straight defensive line in the middle. And then one veering off to the right. The one on top is not as well placed. And we want to do something about that. So I'll go ahead and get Harrow and Candy here. I'll move Carter back to defend this hill. And Cutler's going to move back naturally. McDougal, what's wrong with you? All right, let's see. I think Lockwood's ready for a fight. No, apparently not. We'll move Green up as well. One of the biggest problems with the charge here is that even if we charge, the morale of these guys is so low from this extended battle that I don't even think that they would succeed with a charge. So we have to be very careful. Let's move Coster up here to reinforce this top flank. Stewart's going to give us a hell of a fight. And so is the Stonewall Brigade. In fact, look at all these reinforcements that the Confederates are getting. So they are getting a tremendous amount of reinforcements in this battle. We're definitely outnumbered. But we have to make do. So let's see. Stannard's still putting up a good fight. Our strongest area is in the south. And part of me is thinking that maybe we should take one of these brigades and go ahead and move it up here to the middle or something. But we've got really strong Confederate brigades there, and at the very least, we're making them run. Anderson's brigade took off, and now we've got Mahone and Posey, and Zook's running too, but he can kind of be excused because he's already lost so many men. Now let's make a push for the center. Hopefully now we can actually do it. This would be a really big victory for us. So we want to go ahead and move Stannard up. We want to move Schmeffelnig up. I'm going to move Stannard up, even at the loss of losing some men. And I want to see how Biddle's doing. I actually feel confident doing a charge with Biddle. That's exactly what I'm going to do. If I can, maybe not. Oh, Biddle is not, his morale is not high enough to do a charge. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and move Smith up. And let's move on to the farm. I don't care how close Kane is. Smith, got way too many Smiths in this game. I guess it's a pretty common American name. And Stewart here, he could be pushing on us, but he's not. He's just kind of holding his ground. Which, hey, that's good for us. I want to move Cooper's artillery brigade over here, too. Now it looks like Stewart's deciding to move up. We'll try to get Candy to flank him a bit. Ruger, you're going to go help these guys. Oh, so close and yet so far. I thought we were going to have the cemetery. Unfortunately, we can't take it. Avery's back. Benning is fully reinforced, and he's back. Our only hope now is Lockwood, or maybe even a desperate charge. But the battle's not yet over. We still have half of the battle to fight, so I'm not going to give up right now. I'm just going to keep these battle lines as they are. Let's take a look down here. We want to form that closing L, but the Confederates have so many reinforcements, it's going to be hard to do. Let's see. Kershawnowski, get your crazy self over here. And let's see what Arnold's firing. Okay, Arnold's firing, obviously, round shot. I want to see how close I have to get for the shell shot. All right, not very close, so we'll keep the shell shot on. That's going to be just a lot more effective against these brigades. Same with Outwell. Shell shots. A lot of shell shot. This is going to hurt them a lot if we manage to get it off on them and not hit our own men. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, time to move up. I don't care what the risks are now. We absolutely have to take this Terry. So we're moving up now, guys. Or not the cemetery, I should say, the farm, Brown's farm here. We also have to take the cemetery, so we're going to make a push for that as well. So far, we're able to keep Stewart at bay, and that's great. Candy, unfortunately, is pretty much out of morale, so we're going to let him rest for just a little bit until his condition comes back. But let's see what's going on here. Lockwood, okay. It's going to be really hard to take Evergreen Cemetery. McDougal's brigade can't stand the fight, obviously, which is not good for us. I'll try to move this artillery brigade up here. Try to provide some support to these men. In fact, I'll leave it with Kinsey up. Maybe not. I want to see, can he read these guys with a shell? Alright, so we will move him up. I want to make sure that Rugg is firing as well. Let's see what Bucktail Brigade's doing. Well, they've got great morale and great condition, but just so few men. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move Smith back so we can recover and move Bucktail Brigade up. Even though he's kind of a weak link. And we'll try to move up here on Doles. Alright, guys, looks like we're contesting this area at least. We'll move Schmeffelnig up. What about Carroll? Yes! Okay, so let's take a look here. Alright, so unfortunately, I broke down in the last part of this line that the user suggested. I'm actually have more of a fishhook formation. I don't have the sort of 2Ls formation that I should have had because I really broke down here in the bottom. I wasn't really paying attention as much. But let's see if this Confederate charge works. They're going to go ahead and charge us. Oh, no. They're actually charging a general. But luckily, we're winning at Cemetery Ridge, so all I can hope is that we can break their attack here. I think we should be able to with some artillery fire, but they're pushing us off this hill. Cemetery Hill, I believe. And look at that. Wright is really attacking. Should I charge back? I don't think I want to. I think I want to make him break, and I'm pretty sure he will sooner or later. Let's go ahead and get Webb up, maybe Ames. Okay, there we go. I told you, he's gonna break. He couldn't make that charge. No way. That was absolutely crazy. Good try, though, by all means. Okay, let's see. So we are winning here. We're not yet taken the hill. So we want to keep doing what we're doing, and just take this area. Let's see, Schmiffelnig. Move up. Alright, not good. So they're contesting at Oak Ridge pretty bad, and I worried about this before with Stonewall Brigade, etc. So it looks like our entire defense is breaking down. I'll try to move Candy up to help defend here, but it's not looking good for our men at all. I'm hoping that we can repulse them off the hill. McDougal here has absolutely no condition at all, and all he's really doing is fighting Hayes. I don't want him to fight Hayes. Come on, Bucktail Brigade, it's your time to shine. There we go. We pushed Benning back. That's definitely a little gives us a little bit of breathing room, not too much. Let's go ahead and get Smith up here, and we're green to go over here. I really don't want to lose that farm. Harry's coming in for a charge, 300, and we've absolutely decimated that brigade. And let's see, Rugg, are you firing? You better be. All right, so we need to move him up closer. Kinsey, we also need to move up closer. Hopefully these artillery will be able to save the battle for us, because we look like we're in a lot of trouble. As you can see, Nichols doing a charge here to try to take Culp's Hill, and doing a pretty damn good job at it too. So I hope that we can hold out. Ruger, come on, man. All right, if they want to charge, so will we. We're going to charge right down the hill at them, right into Nichols' brigade, and hopefully we'll be able to push them off the hill with this. I don't know how successful it's going to be, guys. We'll have to see. Right now, all of our men seem to be on the run. Come on, let's go. Get Nichols. Get Nichols, Ruger. All right, so they're really making a push there for Culp's Hill. Go ahead and move Carroll up as well. Try to support this line, And when I say faltering, I mean really, really badly. What about some shell shot too? Alright, so I'm going to depose Willard here just because this particular area of the battle, even though we definitely have to hold it, isn't as important as the top over here. So I'm going to go ahead and snag him and bring him to the top very, very soon. I want to go ahead and make Wright's brigade run a bit, and I definitely worry about Ramseur, because Ramseur was one of my best Confederate generals when I played the Confederate campaign. So if he starts an attack, I don't know how long I can hold. But I really hope this battle ends on time. Bucktail, move up. Smith, Green, everybody move up. Let's get I-Corps up here. They can provide some morale to the men, and there we go. We are making Dole's run, even though they're uphill. We do seem to be making them run, which is pretty good for us so far. What about Candy here? Look at this. Harrow and Gilsa, everyone is badly damaged. And I don't want them to have that hill, but it looks like they may take Culp's Ridge. Come on, move up, boys. If there was ever a time to actually not surrender, now would be the time, guys. Okay, so here we go. Wenderson, Posey, they've started an attack. I don't know what's going on with Ramseur. He's just not really fit for a fight today. But look at the blood on this battlefield. Unbelievable, guys. This has been an epic, epic battle. We've lost a ton of men. I think we may have even lost more men than the Confederates by the looks of it. But let's hope we can repulse this. Look at this, a downhill charge by the entire Confederate army. Or maybe they're going to stop. I don't think they're that crazy. But anything's possible. Let's go ahead and halt here with Candy. That's good enough. Move Von Gilsa up. And Smith holding the hill so far. Let's get Coster up to help. No, Watson, keep firing this way. McDougal, oh yeah. So I want to move McDougal up, definitely. And I don't want to lose this area. Let's see if Ruger's ready for a fight. Move him right in here. But I think Robertson will be able to push back pretty easily. She's got so much firepower from this line. Oh, wow. really badly damaged. Okay, there we go, guys. So they are retreating back to Evergreen Cemetery. Unfortunately, once again, they seem to be holding this area pretty well, so I'm going to move Lockwood up here, and I'll move McDougal's brigade up the hill. Hopefully we can stop them, but the McDougal's brigade's condition's pretty awful too, so I'm a little worried. And we'll stop Candy here. He can start firing on Nichols. What about some canister shots? Oh, McDougal's firing right into his own men. That's not good. Alright, not good. Okay, so we did get Sickles of the 3rd Corps here with the division of General Birney. So we are getting some reinforcements. That's awesome. But these reinforcements need to act quickly, guys, because we need to stop these guys from taking Culp's Hill. And really all these locations. Let's go ahead and move Swelter up. Burling, yes. We'll be able to know what to do with these guys. And yes, they have taken Culp's Hill, but hopefully we can take that back. And I just these guys to hold their positions for now. Come on. 2nd U.S. Sharpshooters. I don't think I've seen this brigade before. And now we may even be able to hold or create our L line. I'll take Carr over here and try. But I'm really more concerned with this area up here. And look at that. Ramser is moving into attack, of course. I want to make sure that we are doing canister shot to really hurt these guys. And we definitely are. Let's move Brewster up here to deal with Ramser. Gordon having some trouble, too, pushing up on our men. Wow. Give him the canister shot, boys. Move Ward here, and we've got even more U.S. sharpshooter brigades. Confederates secured Culp's Hill. Alright, not good. So we didn't want that to happen. But that's part of the game. You know, part of the battle, definitely. Things happen that you don't want to. Like, I just fired my canister shot into my men, as an example. So we need to be a little more careful. Let's go ahead and move Weed up here. Interesting choice of name. So far, I just want to contest Culp's Hill. So Standard is back on top of the hill. That's good. We'll move Candy up here, too, even though, once again, terrible morale. But if we can take back Culp's Hill, things will be a little better for us. We'll have a little bit more breathing room. And Burling, you get up here as well. Willard, how are you doing? Wow, so a lot of Confederate charges down here. Look at this, guys. Look at all the Confederate charges in the south. Pretty unbelievable. So we want to get ahead and move Graham up as well as Ward. And just start firing on these guys. This has undoubtedly got to be my bloodiest battle so far in the game. I just can't think of anything worse than this in terms of blood. Gordon's on the run. Let's see. Brewster. Okay, so it looks like we are taking this hill back, and I think once we get Burling up here, a really strong brigade like this, things will be a little better for us. Let's make sure Coster's in the fight as well. We'll move him up. And Candy, stop right there. I think this is good enough, and as long as we're firing down at them, in fact, I think, yes, we are at the top of the hill, so as long as we can keep firing down at them, it's going to be good for us, but Candy's already running. He just can't do the fight. His men are tired, their condition is terrible, their morale is almost non-existent, so it's really scary stuff. Alright, well, at least we've secured the farm for sure. I don't see us losing it. Let's make sure Outwell is firing his canister shot. Canister, Outwell, canister. Brewster can go ahead and move up and actually start fighting. And let's move Ward up. Start to get our little L shape. We'll move this guy up here and really try to close in Confederates. But right now, they're losing a lot of men, and there's Ramser's brigade. This guy, like I told you guys before, is extremely strong, but he can't hold up that much firepower. You know, so many guys are firing at him that they have to run away. We just secured Culp's Hill again, so that's even more good news. We've got Nichols' division on the run, and instead of staying put like I usually do, I'm going to go ahead and move Burling up and keep shooting. Especially since Stewart's here, and we're going to have to fight him soon too. Let's move Hazlitt to the top of the hill. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but we'll soon find out. And McDougal, Harrow's in pretty good condition. Let's get Harrow and Paul to go up here. I don't seem to be that worried about this particular area, like the eastern flank, because I don't think that they even have any troops coming from that location. But I do want to see where my U.S. sharpshooters are. Oh, come on. I should have been using these guys already. De trop bien. It's French. C'est French, General. Okay, well, we just have a tremendous amount of reinforcements coming in, so we really need to start pressing the attack. We'll go ahead and move Smith up, move this guy up, Swetzer as well. We'll try to get Robertson off the field. Robertson, I should say. Let's make Swetzer over here. We'll start relieving some of these guys. In fact, we'll let Webb fall back. That really allows our units to get some morale back, get some, you know, condition, etc. Willard, how are you doing? Okay, it's still going to be very hard for us to make a push for that hill. I mean, for that Evergreen Cemetery. Even though we can hold Culp's Hill pretty much, we're even keeping back Stewart's Brigade. I don't see us taking that cemetery, and I really want to get those sharpshooters up. I want to try them out. Where are they? They're so sneaky, the sharpshooters. Alright, let's put the car up. So we can start approaching from the south here. Really try to give the enemies hell. It's a weird brigade. It doesn't even have any markings. Where are the sharpshooters? There they are. Move the first U.S. sharpshooters up. But I did have a second sharpshooters brigade. I was pretty sure I did. Just weren't that many men in it. Alright, it's about time to move McDougal up as well. And we'll get Lee to move up too. At this point, I'm going to move Smith back over here to this Evergreen Cemetery line. Because I want to keep pressing the attack and eventually take this area. Because if we can take that Cemetery Hill area, we are basically golden. We win, more or less. Let's get Burling to watch the hill for now. Culp's Hill, I should say. Halt! Right there, standard. Don't have to go that far. Candy here too. Alright, so all we really have to do it so far in the south here seems to be Robertson's brigade. Anderson is on the run. Really, really powerful. Look at all those dead Confederates. We're making them drop like flies. I think it's great. They're not going to be coming back for a fight anytime soon. But can Graham hold that all by himself? I don't know. Let's move this guy up too. There's our first U.S. sharpshooters. We're going to move them up. And just basically start to concentrate some fire here on these guys over here, but we're really more concerned about this northern area. So here's the second U.S. sharpshooters. Yes, they can definitely help us. And let's just see how the sharpshooters operate, I wonder. Alright, here we go. I guess they're going for a longer target. Rams. Oh, nice. Wow, so they are decimating O'Neill. It may as well be a machine gun. And Ramser's definitely taking a lot of hits for such a small group of men here. Let's move Vincent up. Alright, so our sharpshooters are also doing a number of damage here to Lane. I don't know what Standard's doing. He may be trying to take the hill himself. And hey, more power to them. We'll just keep that position. The condition is not good. De Trobian is hardly seen in combat at all, so we can move him up some. What about Burling? It seems that both armies are exhausted at this time, so I don't know if I'll get a major victory. Wow, so that's a draw, guys. I didn't expect that to happen. Look at the amount of casualties on this day of battle. The Union lost 7,638, but we killed 10,000 enemy units. Even though it was a draw, it's definitely a very, very bad battle for the enemy, and likely also pretty bad for us. We didn't want the battle to go this far. Now the Confederacy has time to get some reinforcements, although I think after that many losses, they're very sad back at home in Richmond. Let's go ahead and continue. Deadlock. So I have lost the Battle of Gettysburg. An outrageous defeat. I had the best ground and superior forces, but I lost the Battle of Gettysburg. I failed to prevail. Has opened the way for the rebels to march to Washington and dictate humiliated peace terms. President Lincoln has relieved you from your command. So obviously I wasn't able to take that final location of Cemetery Hill in this battle. And yeah, I typically do pretty well in this game, but this is definitely one loss that I don't think I'll recover from for quite a while. At least we killed 20,000 Confederates, what can I say? And technically I have more victory points, so I think that's a little sad. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you enjoyed the Gettysburg series so far. Definitely leave some comments down below. It really helps the channel, and take care.